Now, Miguel's going to be telling us about the first courthouse ever built in Fresno.
Yes, the first courthouse. So the first courthouse ever built was actually in Millerton Lake. We have talked about this before, how that was technically the first town Fresno originated from. And it was due because, it was a gold mine pretty much. And there was a lot of gold there. And I know you guys ever been to Millerton Lake?
I've driven by, but I've never been to Millerton Lake, actually.
Yeah. So Millerton Lake is on Bryant.
That's going towards the casino, right?
It's towards the
Okay.
casino, yes.
I've been to the casino before.
Haven't we all?
So, Millerton Lake was flooded, of course, and actually the first courthouse that we know now is actually a replica. Yes.
The one here downtown?
No, the one up there in Millerton Lake.
Oh, really?
So the one up there in Millerton Lake is actually a replica of the first courthouse.
So did it submerge?
So what happened
Uh-huh.
was that when there was a flood, and which caused a lot of people evacuating from Millerton, Millerton, and that's the reason why the dam was built. So the first courthouse was technically built like around 1960s,
Oh, smokes.
and that's the same decade that's when the flood destroyed it.
Wow. So, okay. Wait a minute. So when we were talking to Christine last night, or on our TikTok live, she actually said there's a lot of lakes that are man-made. So is Millerton man-made?
I don't know.
Maybe, could possibly be.
Drop down a comment and let us
Let us
know.
know.
Well, I heard Avocado Lake was also man-made, but
It could be.
I don't know.
Maybe that's on our next video.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, so then in the 1870s, they was built again, and then later on in the 1890s, it was destroyed again by the fire. So the courthouse was actually destroyed by the fire, and the courthouse that we know today at Millerton Lake was actually relocated to where it is right now,
On top of the hill.
on top of the hill.
Oh wow.
And that happened during the 1940s, I believe.
Wow.
That is crazy. So you're telling me when the house was being evacuated, the courthouse was destroyed, and then when they rebuilt it 2-3 times, they put it back on top of the hill.
Yes.
So the hill, so it won't flood again, correct?
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
reason, because it gets flooded when it rains, and that just pretty much destroys whatever.
The rains and probably the snow melting, correct?
Right.
Probably most likely.
And then
Okay.
from what I saw for the research, they were saying that in 2014, the courthouse was being messed up again by fire, rodent, and then some kind of like electrical wire. So they're going to rebuild it again.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Or give it a facelift, he said.
Uh,
Or maybe a fourth time.
third time, fourth time.
Well, tell me where he's going for a facelift. 'Cause
Respectfully speaking.
respectfully speaking,
Actually,
That is crazy. So what did you think about that?
there's a lot of history in the Central Valley that we forget, that nobody talks about. Yeah, we talk about spooky stuff, but let's start talking about the history of Fresno. And that's something interesting. Where it came from. Obviously, yes, a lot of these places that we've been to have been, paranormal activities, but also, for example, that place that we went to, we had politics go, actors go, actresses go. They had, back then they used to call them balls. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Dance
dance
Yeah.
balls.
dance balls. No,
The Memorial Veteran.
yeah.
that one, and then also the hotel that we went to.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah, we forget the history of the Central Valley because it is a lot of history here.
It's been like swept under the rug.
Right, just like
And that's why we're here.
we're here to bring it up.
Now, if you guys ever heard about that, drop down a comment, let us know. But we're going to move on to the next story, which is called The First House Ever Built in Fresno in 1872. Wow. 70s? 72?
70 something.
Let's go to the next story.